Good morning, class. Recognize the picture. Yes, a park is there, a scene of park. Who are here? Flowers, trees, leaves, and a butterfly. So, do you remember something? Yeah. Yesterday we done the poem regarding the butterfly, in which a butterfly was discussed. Yeah, you are very much right. Yesterday we did the poem to a butterfly. See here? Yes, we did this poem yesterday to a butterfly. So, what was the rhyme scheme here? What was the rhyme scheme? See the first 4 lines. Half hour, flower, indeed, feet. I have watched you now a full half hour, self-poised upon that yellow flower, and the little butterfly, indeed, I know not if you sleep or feed. So see the last 4 words. Half hour, flower, indeed, feed. So what's the rhyme scheme? A, B, B. So what was the poem about? It's about a butterfly who was sitting on the flower for half an hour and not moving, still, as she is playing hide and seek with someone. And after that she was very happy that the breeze has found her, and it was her turn now. Then the poet requested the butterfly that you come to my garden. You can live there, you can enjoy there, you can sit on the tree's bough, and we shall talk along about the sunshine, the song, and the summer days when we were young. Means the poet wants to discuss the childhood days with the butterfly. This all we have done yesterday. Explanation of the poem, and today we shall discuss the exercise of the poem. So let us see. Come on that page. Okay. Now you see, first of all, it is given the introduction of the poet, that is William Wordsworth. So we have discussed yesterday also that William Wordsworth is an English poet and who wrote on various topics and especially on about the nature. So this poem is his best work, To a Butterfly. Now let us see the comprehension. What is there in the comprehension? In comprehension, see the first part, A. Choose words from the bracket and fill in words of your own to complete this paraphrase of the first stanza. Now see, the poet sat for a dash watching a butterfly. How much time? Sat for a full half hour. A full half hour to watching a butterfly sitting on a dash flower. What was the color of the flower? Yellow flower. Color was yellow. So the flower was yellow. Now the butterfly was absolutely still. Still means not moving. The butterfly was absolutely still. Freeze, like frozen sea. So it was still, more unmoving than as. More unmoving than as. The poet observes that the butterfly moves again only when the breeze blows. And what did the poet observe? He observed that he feels that the breeze and the butterfly, they both are playing hide and seek. And when the breeze has found the butterfly, then the butterfly start moving. Okay? Yes. So the poet observes that the butterfly moves again only when the breeze blows. He thinks that butterfly is joyful. The butterfly is joyful that the breeze has found her among the trees because she was hiding there. She was hiding there. They were playing hide and seek, and the butterfly was hiding there and is calling her. So the blank is complete. The poet sat for a full half hour watching a butterfly sitting on a yellow flower. The butterfly was absolutely still, more unmoving than ash. The poet observes that the butterfly moves again only when the breeze blows. He thinks that the butterfly is joyful that the breeze has found her among the trees and is calling her. Right, students? Okay. Now come. It's B part now. Write true or false. True and false. See, true and false. See here. Okay. The poet says that the orchard ground is his and the butterflies. Is it right? Because the poet says, this plot of orchard ground is ours. My trees are they, my sister's flowers. So what do you think? The poet says that the orchard ground is his and the butterflies. No, it was ours means the poet and his sister. Right? He invites the butterfly to use the ground as its home. Yes, it's very much true. The poet invites her to the butterfly that she can stay there. Then third one, he promises the butterfly that it won't be mistreated. He promises, it's very much true answer. He make a promise to the butterfly. Come often to us, fear no wrong. Come often to us, fear no wrong. Yes. He promises the butterfly that it won't be mistreated. The fourth one, the poet asks the butterfly to sit on the flowers as they talk. No, it was to sit on the tree. Sit near us on the bough he want. B-O-U-G-H. Bough is branch of the trees. So it's a false answer. The poet invites her to sit on the trees. Now come to the C part. C. Answer these questions. Why is the poet entranced by the butterfly? Why is the poet entranced by the butterfly? Means the poet is wondered, delighted to see the butterfly. Why? Because the butterfly was sitting still without moving for a long time, and it was very beautiful. Therefore, the poet was wondered, surprised to see the butterfly. And it was without motion, without moving for such a long time, for half an hour. Therefore, he was wondered. Second question, what is the poem unsure about as he watches the motionless butterfly? Why? The poet is not sure whether the butterfly was sleeping or it was sucking the nectar. The poet was surprised to see because for half an hour the butterfly was not moving. It was quite motionless. So he was surprised whether it was sleeping or it was feeding. So he was unable to answer that. Now see the third. Here lodge as in a sanctuary. What is the poet inviting the butterfly to do? The poet is inviting the butterfly to live in his garden, to live in his sanctuary, to make a small home in his sanctuary, in his garden. where the plants and animals and birds are living. Then fourth one, what does the poet miss about his childhood days? What was he missing? He was missing the childish days, summer days when they were young, and there were long days, and they were talking about the sunshine and the song. So, all these things the poet was missing. Now, D part is, which line tell us that the poet is no longer a child? We have to find out the line, and the lines are, and the summer days when we were young, sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. So these are the lines that tells us that the poet is not a child now, no longer a child. He is a grown up now. So it's all for the exercise today. Okay students, I think it's clear to you. If any problem, you can ask me, you can call me. Okay? Bye.